be successful, we'll need the continued support of our state Fish and Wildlife Agency colleagues. Our conservation partners' support will be critical, as it always has been. And we need our friends groups, now more than ever.
Every one of us makes a difference every day. Every one of us has a role to play.
And we need you all to have courage to use your talents. What would you do if you weren't afraid?
We must tell our stories with the heart of a poet and the facts of a scientist as we engage Americans in the stewardship of our land.
It's ambitious, it's inspirational, and more important, it's doable.
In conservation science, and in so much of our vision, we will of course not succeed alone. I've said it many times. We intend to be both strong leaders and strong partners.
America is changing. We must connect with the communities around the wildlife refuges that we have been entrusted with. The habitats we manage are intertwined and connected to a greater landscape. Thus, we have to connect.
More change has taken place on the land, in the air, the wildlife, on the land, the fabric of life, and certainly in the ocean in the 20th century than during all preceding human history put together.
You know what it is? You know what we have, the transferability? It's people. These landscapes are fragile, but we got to have the people that have the passion, the heart to change.
Our level of scientific accountability must be higher in these times of increased expectations of scientific excellence in the Fish and Wildlife Service.
We must work collaboratively. Our partners, ranging from other service divisions, state and local agencies, organizations, and the landowners, all need to be engaged. While more difficult and challenging, the end result is certainly vastly improved and a more comprehensive product.
Whether you're with the Fish and Wildlife Service, a state agency, an NGO, or a friends group, you are on the front line of conservation.
We need to configure a landscape that will give wildlife a chance to adapt.
Bringing unconventional partners, into our family of interests, then we can improve the health of our people, the fabric of our local economies, the values of a century-long tradition of both national parks as well as wildlife refuges.
Technology will be the key to getting the next generation to go back outside.
Thanks to the efforts of hunters and anglers and other conservationists, we now have extensive public lands, including national wildlife refuges, that support abundant fish and wildlife populations that belong to all of us as a people as a whole. This is the heart of the North American wildlife conservation model.
We need to educate our publics. It's fundamental to nurturing a strong land ethic and critical to developing people's appreciation and participation in decisions affecting wildlife and habitat conservation. We must act now.
Do not be afraid. History tells us over and over again that we can have great successes in difficult times if we have clear vision, if we have strong leadership.
And I'm here with a message really to say that the millennial generation is ready to take up on these challenges.
The challenge lies before us, to be the conservation leaders that are needed today and to create the conservation leaders of tomorrow.